too busy glistening, glistening. And why you ain't listen then, listen back then. Now you too much, too little, yeah, too late.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, I'm blind. I'm blind. This hair feels super smooth, guys. So today in this video, I'll be showing you how I lay my wigs quick and easy without using any hair glue, lace glue, any type of adhesive. I'll just be using the Got2b Glued Gel and then the Got2b Glued Freeze Blast Spray. So these two together, perfect combo for when you're in a rush. And with hair colors like these, I tend to not leave it on. This hair color is one of those hair colors that you need to be beat. Like, you can't just be walking around with no bare face or, you know, just some like random everyday makeup type of thing. Like, it's not that type of vibe, guys. Like, this is like makeup popping, face snatched, nose snatched, dramatic lashes. Now I'm saying brows filled in all the way, edges slicked back, popping. I'm gonna give you some specs on this wig really quick. This is the Ciara inspired blonde silky straight Brazilian virgin hair glueless lace wig. This is in the style GSW 304. The hair color is 26144 200. Basically, it's the same as the image. When you guys do order, just click same as image. Medium to large cap size. The cap construction, I got a cap 9. This is the lace front wig cap. The lace color I chose was light brown. Hairline natural, so that means it's gonna look natural no matter what, even if you pluck it or don't pluck it. I also asked for baby hairs around the perimeter. Honestly, like I said, I don't really care for the baby hairs. I could do without them, but for this instance, I needed the baby hair. And for the silk top, I didn't choose silk top. And the length of this wig, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but it is 12 inches. And that took me 40 days extra. So if you guys do want a shorter length, do keep in mind that you do have to wait a little bit longer. The total price of this wig was $219. When I did order it at the time, I did get $43 off. Actually, $43.80 off. Because they had like I guess it was a Black Friday sale where you got 20% off. So if you guys are interested in this wig or any wig in particular, check out Bestlacewigs first. They have really good deals and they always have a sale going on. So like I said, you could save points and you could also get discounts. What's even better about them, I forgot to mention, they have a little program. So you could either create a YouTube video, an Instagram post, or something like that, or just shout them out, mention them, and you do get cash back. All the instructions come in the box that they give you when you get the hair, and also on their website. So I think that's really cool. So that's 3 different ways of saving, actually, guys. So check them out. They also have an Instagram page at Bestlacewigs, and their website is www.bestlacewigs.com. So let's go ahead and see what we got inside our box. This card basically just lets you know how you can earn money by shouting out Bestlacewigs. So I'm basically adjusting the cap to my head, and I'm going to be taking a few hair clips so I can push the baby hairs out of my way. This also allows me to see if I need to cut off any of the lace around the ears, and this was perfect, so I didn't really need to. Next, you're going to take scissors, and you're only going to cut along the perimeter of your lace wig. I did have to go off camera and cut off the lace because I didn't want to cut the lace while it was on my head. That just freaks me out. I know I see a lot of people doing it, but I just didn't want to risk it. So before I stick anything on with glue or anything, I'm just going to put the wig back on my head and use my head as a mannequin so I can pluck the lace myself. Now I'm just tweezing the baby hairs for a more natural look. And I'm just plucking gently alongside of it. This wig, I didn't choose a very like thick density, so I really don't need to pluck it that much. I don't really have a precise way of plucking. I'm just going in random spots and plucking. randomly just to kind of thin out the hairline a little bit. I don't like to do the hairline too much when I'm plucking, simply because the wig tends to shed anyways. And I didn't use the stocking cap that came with the wig because it was a little bit too light. So I just used one that's a little bit more browner. And that's another alternative that you could do instead of putting foundation on your wig scalp or bleaching the knots. As you're plucking, just go ahead and brush the hair through so that way it just catches all the hair that came out when you were plucking it. I feel like this is not a color that I would wear on an everyday basis, honestly. Like, even looking at it now, I'm just like, OMG, am I even gonna like this? I never really like do like blondes and colors like that. Special occasions only. If you don't have makeup on, you could also use alcohol. 91 proof alcohol is also good. You just want to make sure that you're laying your lace on a clean surface. And it depends like how far you like to take your wig down. I have a huge forehead, so I have a lot of space to take this wig down. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Said the ear tabs on this wig was like the perfect length, so I legit do not need to cut it any more than I need to. So it's perfect. Next thing I'm going to do is adjust the adjustable straps so that way it's fitted and sized to my head properly. I like it a little secure, you know. Instead of the Got2b glue gel, you could also use their hairspray. They have a really nice one. But honestly, I feel like this holds better than the hairspray. In my opinion, the only thing with this gel, once it's dried up, it's like, ugh. With the hairspray, you can just literally like wet it and then it dissolves when you're ready to take it off. This is like a little bit more like goopy, so it's a little bit harder to clean off the wigs. I never really use the two combs in the front, to be honest, just the one in the back, and I absolutely don't use the one in the middle. If I have a stocking cap, I don't see how, you know, that comb would fit right there. So I'm just gonna hook the wig with the combs in the back of them and then pull this up like so. See, I'm gonna take a little bit of that Got2b Glued and I'm gonna put it along the edges. You can use your finger, you can use a popsicle stick, you can use a Q-tip. I'm just gonna use the end of this baby hair brush, the comb end, and put it on with. And I'm just lathering up. And I usually do 2 layers, but not thick layers, very thin layers, because like I said, this is something you're gonna be taking off literally like at night when you're off work or something, or you just want to snatch your wig off. You know, I hardly ever put lace glue on my wigs on a regular basis. Only if it's like a hairstyle like I really love and I want it to look super snatched, you know, super laid. Then yeah, I'll do that. And anywhere I see the wig lifting up, I just apply a little bit more glue. I'm just going to take a little bit of water I put in a spray bottle, and you're just going to spray the edges so that way you can control it a little bit more. Because these baby hairs are getting everywhere. So I decided I was going to put my hair up to just keep it out of the way while I'm working on my edges. So I'm just using the baby hair comb and I'm brushing all the hairs out of my face. I'm taking a little bit of that Got2b sprayed and I'm putting that on my edges to help secure the lace a little bit more better. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this scarf and I'm going to wrap it around my hair, just around the edges so that way it's a little bit more secure. And you're going to leave this for about 5 minutes. Depends on how secure you want it to be, 10 minutes, whatever. It just helps it to lay flat and not lift as it's drying. And I like to use a silk scarf because the silk scarf, they don't leave any, what is that called, like little lint or fuzzies on the hair. Versus like if you were to do like a cotton bandana or one of those. In the meantime, you just chill and wait. So it's been about 5 minutes since I let my hair sit underneath, you know, the little headband, head tie, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just gonna cut some layers into my hair, and I like to do this when my hair is wrapped up for some reason. It just looks better that way to me because it's already like going downward. So once you let the hair down, it just makes sense. So I'm just taking my shears and I'm going in a downwards motion. And as I'm doing that, I'm just kind of like going back and forth. That makes sense. And I'm trying not to like get hair on the floor because I got carpet and I ain't really trying to sweep up after this video. But hey, actually, you know what? With this headband, this wig actually looks cute. So I'm just going downwards and cutting. Yeah, I'll stand up so you guys can see. Downwards and cutting layers into the hair. I'm going in an angled motion. As I'm going down, kind of pulling the hair away from me. And you're gonna do the same thing to the next side. So make sure all the hair is like brushed towards the front. I just want to put it out there that I'm not a professional hairstylist. So I don't want nobody talking about, oh, well, you're cutting it wrong, right? Okay, I know I'm cutting it wrong. But at the end of the day, this is not the hair that's growing out of my head, so it's okay. Okay, so now we're gonna fix this because I just don't like how this is looking up here. So I decided to go with the side part. This is actually my favorite way to wear my hair. And I like to do a right hand side part to accentuate the best side of my face. You know, the good side. So now I'm just taking a little bit of hairspray and I'm spraying that directly onto the wig. So that way I can tame some of those flyaway hairs and make sure everything is laid down nice and smooth. I don't do baby hairs, however, I do like the little sideburns, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that after. Like, take the hair and push it back behind my ears, like so. And I take the comb and I section off, like, just a little piece. Like I said, the hair be shedding anyways. Not off of every wig, but it's lace, so I feel like that is kind of like what that just happens. That just comes with it. So I'm just going to take a hair clip and just kind of clip that back. Next, I'm taking an eyebrow razor to cut my baby hairs. You can use the scissors if you want, but the main goal is to just make sure that the baby hairs are even and natural looking. You can make this as short or as long as you want to, whatever you prefer. I'm taking the littlest bit of Got2b Glued gel and I'm applying that to my sideburns. So next, with the baby hair comb, I'm just going to swoop my edges up and get them things in formation. So I'm just trying to tame the baby hairs up front because they're so wild. So I'm just gonna take my scarf and I'm gonna put that back onto my hair so I can let my baby hair sit now and let those set into place. And in the meantime, I'm gonna plug in my flat iron so then I could just flat iron the hair and show you guys like how it looks with the layers. Alright guys, so it's been about 5 minutes, so it's time to take this thing off again. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a little bit of my cream concealer and I'm just going to pop that on my edges. I'm just grabbing a color that's similar to my skin tone. And I'm using a very fluffy eyeshadow brush so that way it doesn't go on so thick, you know. And I'm just kind of like running that through the edges. Next, I'm going to take a concealer brush. This one is more narrow and flat. And I'm just going to put that in the part. And I like using cream concealers. They're a little bit more controllable and a little bit more drier. So it's like, you're not going to be putting on too much, you know? And I just kind of like go back and forth like this. I don't usually go in a straight line if I'm doing, because if you go in a straight line, it looks kind of unnatural. Think of it like if you're going this way, you're kind of blending it out a little bit more. And same thing for the front. I'm just going to take a little bit of my Fenty bronzer and put it along my hairline so everything kind of blends back in together. Especially where I just removed that makeup off early with the baby wipe. Okay, so now we're going to get the flat ironing. Because right now it looks good. I'm just going to spray a little bit more hairspray in my hair to kind of help tame that. And get this part right. So next I'll be taking my silicone mixed hair serum, and it's more like it's a hair polish and a serum, I guess you could say. And I'm just using a little bit of this. This is just gonna help to like tame the hairs, help it get ready for, you know, flat ironing and all that good stuff. And it's totally optional, guys, if you guys want to do the baby hairs or not. Like, it's totally optional. I like more of like the Barbie doll edges, as people would say. And I feel like once you lay the wig down and then the, you know, everything kind of meshes together with the glue, sometimes you don't really need baby hair. So I'm putting the serum, especially on the end and more on the roots at the top here where it's like a little bit more frizzier. Because this seems like the hardest part to tame. So I got my flat iron. This one is from Remington. I actually got it at Walgreens. It was like 20 bucks. Best thing ever. It goes up to 410 degrees, and I feel like that's literally all you need. You don't need 500. You don't need, that's gonna burn the shit out of your hair. This flat iron, guys, heats up super quick. Hasn't even been like 3 minutes yet. So I'm just running my hair through the flat iron back and forth. I don't want it to be pin straight. I just want it to be a little bit more sleek. This hair is already silky straight enough. I promise you, you won't really need to flat iron it that much. The hair is flat ironing really good though. As I'm flat ironing this hair, I'm actually going in with more of an angle towards the ends. So that way when I'm done with the whole styling process, you could actually see the layers that I created with this cut. So now I'm just focusing on flat ironing the top of my hair so I could get it to lay a little bit more flatter and get that little bump out from the top. I'm also doing this so I could tame the flyaway hairs, as you can see. I'm going to take a little bit more of my Got2b Glue Gel, and I'm going to mix that with a little bit of hairspray, and I'm going to use that to tame the top. I'm kind of using that as a flyaway tamer, to be honest, because this wig is brand new. That is very common. So basically anywhere you see any flyaways or fuzzies, you want to make sure you tame it, spray it, and lay it. As you can see, I definitely changed my mind about the baby hairs. I just wanted this wig to be unclockable. I felt like with this color, I definitely needed a little bit of baby hair, so that's what I'm going to do. So basically, I'm just taking out little tiny sections in little portions of the hairline, and I'm snipping it with the razor. And then I'm using my Got2b Glue Gel to slick it down, just like we did with the sideburns. So you're just going to repeat this process until you get the desired look. And you can do your baby hairs the way you prefer. You don't have to do them my way. I've seen people do them so many different ways. So just basically do it to the way you like. I'm just going back in and readjusting any of the baby hairs that I did not like and making sure that they're all cute and popping and on swim. So now I'm just taking a little bit of that Got2b Glued hairspray and I'm just applying that towards the front of my hair and making sure that all the flyaways are laid flat before I put my scarf on. So this is the last and final step. I just put my scarf back on so that way the baby hairs, my edges, and everything is laying smooth and flat, and it's going to help to make it more secure. Alright you guys, I am back and basically this is how the hair came out. I'm super pleased with it. It looks so cute. Like, I love the length, I love the layers. This is super easy to achieve, guys. You seen in the video, it's super easy. And this is why I love Bestlacewigs. They have good quality hair for like a really cheap price, but it's so inexpensive and it's really good. Ever since I purchased wigs from them, like about what, 3 years ago, I've been hooked. So I've been a loyal customer to them for 3 years now. They don't only sell wigs, they have bundles, closures, frontals, full lace wigs, 360 lace wigs, U-part wigs, hair accessories, whatever you need, they got it. I'm just obsessed, and I definitely am glad that I added some baby hairs to this because I don't think I'll be feeling it this much. And I didn't even have to bleach the knots. It blends so nice, and for me to wear a blonde wig, I feel like it definitely has to have dark roots. I can't just wear it straight blonde for some reason. I feel very awkward. I feel just weird doing it. I just went on their website and they're having an Easter sale right now. They have 15% off their entire website and they do have a code, so I'll list the code down below so you guys can check it out and save you guys some money on wigs. And also what I like about their website, once you log in and you sign up as a member, whatever wig that you purchase, you also get points towards your next purchase, so those accumulate and then you end up getting even more money off your wig. So just imagine if you had points accumulated plus you had 15% off or whatever sale that they have going on at the moment. Girl, you be saving. Be sure to create an account so that way you can keep track of your points, you can accumulate points, and that way you can always save money. But no, this hair is mad cute though. And what I like about it, it has so many dimensions and tones. There's the brownish color down here toward the bottom, so it creates like a really nice contrast, so it's not like blonde all the way through. And it has the highlights and all that good stuff. Alright you guys, that is it for the video. If you enjoyed this tutorial on how I lay my wigs without glue, nice, easy, and quick, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for giving my channel love and support. Also, I forgot to mention, if you guys like the way that I did my makeup in this video, please let me know. I wasn't even planning on doing like a full look like this. If I knew that, I would have just, you know, turned on the cameras, kept it rolling. You know, I sat down, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a quick hair video, and then I came out looking like this. So I did get a little carried away. And I just want to thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and all the support you have been giving me. I appreciate it so much, and I just want to let you guys know that you guys are really appreciated. Thank you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.